They're out of North Carolina. Number 4 in the country this year is going to be Glastonbury in lane 3. We've heard lots about them this weekend. Union Catholic Track Club, they were the Melrose Games champions in this event. They're out of New Jersey. They've run the 3rd fastest time in the country. IMG Elite out of Florida has run 9:15:03, so just outside the time that was set in our previous section. Joining them is going to be the Haverford Township Track Club. They're out of Haverford High School in Pennsylvania. And then, as we mentioned, Purple Track Club set the national record last year here at the New Balance Indoor Nationals. That time, 8:51:93. It's a slightly different team this year, but keep your eye on Purple Track Club as well out of Ann Arbor. We've got Tabor City Track Club out of North Carolina. They've run 9:18 so far this year. Then we've got a couple more teams under that 9:20 barrier, including West Springfield Track Club out of Virginia, and the Tub Gator Track Club representing Cherokee High School out of New Jersey. And then our local favorites out of Brookline, Massachusetts, this is the Brookline Track Club. They've run 9:15:25. And then Padua Academy is being represented by Impulse Track Club. They've run 9:20 this year. And rounding out our field is going to be Chelsea Track Club out of Chelsea, Alabama. They've run 9:31:80. But don't count them out. Anything can happen on the day here as we bring the heat and the magic to the fastest party on the planet, the track at New Balance Boston.
And we've had 3 sections already and some pretty quick times. 9:11, that top time already. But a couple teams here, 4 teams with a seed time a little quicker than that. We know that that's not necessarily going to mean anything, but that 9:11 is certainly going to factor in somewhere in those top 8 to 10 spots. It's just a matter of how fast do they go, where do they factor in. This championship 4th and final section, girls 4x800 at the New Balance Nationals. Last distance event of the weekend.
That's right. It's been a fun party. We're going to keep it rolling. Again, those pace lights set to 8:51:93. That would be a national record. So you might be seeing history unfold on your screens. Again, J. Sarah Catholic Secondary School comes in with the fastest time. They're going to be led off by Brooke O'Brien. Brooke O'Brien ran a sub 5-minute mile earlier this year. And that is that team that will come up on your screen or your information if you're looking them up. They're unattached, but that is J. Sarah Secondary School. And to their outside, that is the Carolina Cavaliers, not wanting to give anything away. Union Catholic in this thing too. Some of the top runners in the country. Many of these girls ran very well individually earlier this weekend, and now they're able to turn things on for their team.
Well, you mentioned the Carolina Cavaliers have run fast outdoors, and that's one of those interesting things this time of year, already kicking things off on the outdoor track in the Carolinas. But, you know, up here in Boston, it's still cold, and people are just wrapping up the indoor season, so they've already started tackling outdoor, ran that 5th fastest time all time in U.S. high school girls track, and they are getting after it. It's Carolina Cavaliers, Union Catholic, J. Sarah, and Glastonbury. Glastonbury now moving their way into second.
And that is Justine Prisano up at the front there for the Carolina Cavaliers. And she's run a 254,000 meter. She did that just about a month ago. She's also got a 455 1600 best. So she's got wheels, and she's knowing how to use them as they come into this first exchange. It is Glastonbury versus the Cavaliers.
Annika Paluska of Glastonbury bringing it in strong. The Cavaliers close it out, and a great handoff to slide back into the lead. 2:14s for the Cavaliers and for Glastonbury. Look at Union Catholic go.
A huge move by them, really asserting their dominance up front.
That's Peyton Hollis, and she is going for it. The Milrose game champs this year. And we talked about that national record set last year at New Balance Nationals indoor by that team from Ann Arbor Pioneer. And Purple Track Club is in this one. They're back right now in 6th place. Union Catholic's Peyton Hollis, Stella Kerms of Carolina Cavaliers.
And Stella Kerms has a 4:47 PR in the mile, so you're seeing that strength on display right now. She's bridged that gap up to Union Catholic, and it is a 2-girl race up front with about 300 meters to go.
Yeah, Stella was trying to go around on the turn, it seemed, and Hollis just put a little bit of a surge in. 62 opening 400 from Peyton Hollis, and even with that 62, Stella Kerms feeling the pace starting to lag, so she's attacking, and Hollis just keeps shutting the door on that move. Ava Gattinella of Glastonbury trying to bridge that gap from 3rd. Union Catholic, Carolina Cavaliers, Glastonbury, J. Sarah, Tabor City, and Purple Track.
So it will be Union Catholic and the Carolina Cavaliers neck and neck at that exchange. Another great leg by both of these teams. 2:10 for a Union Catholic. That was a huge run. And now the handoff.
That's Alyssa Praisano of the Carolina Cavaliers, and she'll slide into the lead. Really solid tactical running there.
We got 2 Praisanos on those Cavaliers. Justine led things off. She's handed it over to her sister now, and these girls are moving.
Jamea King from Union Catholic sitting in 2nd behind Praisano of the Carolina Cavaliers. Glastonbury still in contention here, but a little bit back and trying to make their way up before they pass off to the anchor legs. Praisano and King. Cavaliers and Union Catholic. And Glastonbury starting to make up some ground there for Glastonbury. That's Brooke Strauss.
And you can see our 3rd place runner for Glastonbury there is just behind those pace lights, but our 2 leaders are ahead of them. That means that we have 2 teams currently on national record tempo, and they are running neck and neck right now. Praisano continuing to lead. She's going to hit the 1 lap to go mark here, and she is just ahead of those pace lights, but the Cavaliers not letting her go.
Alyssa Praisano of the Carolina Cavaliers being stalked by Jamea King of Union Catholic. Brooke Strauss had closed that gap a little bit, but now they're pulling it back open. Strong close here for the Cavaliers and Union Catholic.
So this is going to be Charlotte Bell for the Carolina Cavaliers taking the final leg. And Charlotte Bell herself a 4:45 miler, so we know that she's going to be running fast. They are both still ahead of those pace lights set at national record pace of 8:51.93.
And 2:13.30. The split for Alyssa Praisano. Jamea King went 2:14 flat. And they go out in 31.5 for that first 200, really pressing things on.
So that is Kaylee Gonsarowski for Union Catholic, chasing down Charlotte ahead of her. She's going to be going to Notre Dame in the fall, and she is looking to have a great last time here at the track at Boston New Balance indoors. She's run 2:11.20, and she's run 2:11 a few times this year already, including to finish 10th in the finals of the Open 800 meters. And so a big move there. Carolina Cavaliers.
Charlotte Bell just using that pass to gain a little bit of momentum as they start lapping athletes, and she puts in a strong move. Charlotte Bell, 200 to go.
And you can see how far ahead of those pace lights they are. They've got a solid 20 meters on national record tempo. Both of these teams are on track to run the fastest time ever in the championship girls 4x8 here at the New Balance Indoor Nationals. Charlotte Bell, 100 meters to go, trying to hold off Kaylee behind her for Union Catholic.
8:51.93, the national record set by Purple Track Club at New Balance Nationals Indoor in 2020. Carolina Cavaliers and Union Catholic Track Club. It's going to be the Carolina Cavaliers, anchored by Charlotte Bell. 8:48.02.
What a performance. Both of those athletes under the former record, 8:48.86 officially for Union Catholic. Enormous times, 2:08 for both of these runners. Both for Charlotte Bell and Kaylee Gonsarowski, 2:08.47, 2:08.75, and that is how you set a national record.
And for Charlotte Bell to get that baton in the lead, under pressure from a 2:11 runner in Kaylee Gonsarowski, and she pressed and pressed. She goes out and solos with Gonsarowski right on her heels, a 2:08 and an absolutely monster run. They're New Balance national champs and they're national record holders.
Absolutely incredible.
The Carolina Cavaliers went and ran 8:48 outdoors last week. They come and do it indoors this week for a national record.
That's right. It just speaks to the magic here at the track at New Balance in Boston. Not surprising to see some of these national records go down. Huge run by all four of these girls. And that's a really special thing, too, about these relays is every single one of those runners has to bring their A game. You know, even if you're a slightly slower athlete, slightly faster, you have to get run at or close to your personal best if you're going to try to contest a national record like this. And we saw that with all four of these girls for the Carolina Cavaliers.
And this is that final lap. Charlotte Bell trying to pull away. Gonsarowski wouldn't let her go, but the last 100, she put down one final surge. Gonsarowski trying to challenge, but Bell and Carolina Cavaliers able to fly down the home stretch, break the tape. New Balance Nationals indoor champs and a national record to cap it off.
And what a special moment for these girls to be able to, you know, this is what you see with the pros when there's Diamond League records or world records set, and these girls are able to do that as well for the national record here at the track at New Balance in Boston. That's going to be a great photo op. These girls are going to remember this for a long time to come.
And there are your results. Carolina Cavaliers, 8:48.02. Union Catholic Track Club under the old national record by 4 seconds, 8:48.86, finishing second. Glastonbury, 9:04. That's Jay Sarah listed as unattached there. They ran 9:09.